G'day fishers. Well, I'm wanting to have a fish over the next couple of days, but looking at this weather down here, the weekend is not looking the best. So not much choice but Friday, as far as I can tell here. So Friday we've got not so much rain, the wind though, southeasterly, and it's over 10 knots. It's the 10 knot line there. That means, well, I'm going in the small boat. I just want to go out for a quick early morning fish. And the little boat doesn't really handle big swell and choppiness very well. So 10 knot rule there. So if it's coming from the southeast and we've got a tide running out in the morning, tomorrow morning, about mid tide when I'm going to start, 5 AM to 6 AM, running out to the low. So I was thinking, if it's coming from the southwest, coming from the southwest, or southeast, sorry, coming from the southeast, I would be best fishing at the northern end of the peninsula, and also, given that the winds were coming probably like this, I was thinking of fishing this area. I've never actually fished this wall before, so I thought, why not give it a go, eh? See what's there. I would expect that there would be some sort of bream population, being a rock wall that I know of just in that spot. Navionics is saying that that area is 1 to 2 meters. So we've got 2 meter mark there, 1 meter at low tide. So we're talking it's going to be somewhere like 1.5 meters around here at best. So pretty shallow waters. I would say that there's definitely going to be some bream there. I've caught bream in less water than that, and perhaps some flathead as the tide's going out. So I suspect the water will be sort of running that way, or in some effect running that way. So you might find that shallow water there with water running out and rocky bottom, it's probably rocky and sandy, that there'll be some flathead sitting there. So I reckon there'll be a good chance of bream and flathead sitting in this area. You might also see that there is what looks like to be a little channel sitting there like that. So that's interesting. So what I'm going to do is throw out a line for, obviously, the bream. I'll have a line out for bream. I'll also throw out a flathead, or I'll probably take the same line anyway, but we'll throw out something else to do, to take on the unexpected. So I'm going to throw out a floater, probably on a gang hook system, hole something, just in case something big like decides to come along and have an inquiry. So yeah, I'll give it a go. I might take a little rod too in case whiting. I know that there's usually the winter whiting are sitting out here, so I wonder if they actually venture into this area, this shallow area here. Definitely worth having a bit of an experiment, since the winds are dictating that I can only really go there and be protected. So I'm going to set up for bream, flathead, an unexpected, and some winter whiting. So I'll probably have 3 rods going and see how it goes, eh? Right, so this is my rod collection. A couple of rods here to choose from. I like having a selection of tools. So for the bream that I suspect will be there, I'm going to take out this 6 foot or 6.5 foot rod. It's got a Shimano bait runner on it, one of my favourites. I'll probably just do some 3/0 hooks, maybe single or doubles, and that'll just be sitting on the bottom for some friendly bream. The floater for the big stuff, the unexpected, it's going to have another bait runner on a 6.5 foot. This is a Akuma bait runner, another one of my favorites, and I'll just probably gang hook it, probably put a full pilchard or yellowtail pike on there, something. This one will have squid or prawns that I caught locally. So that'll cover that one. And probably just take this little 6-foot kids rod. I call it the kids rod, with the little 4-inch Alby on it. If there's a little whiting hanging around, that'll be out there for them. I'll go and dig some rockworms just to see. Obviously the brim will take that as well, so if there's brim around, they'll pick that up. And I'll just be using a little size 4 long shank, maybe a double rig too if it's whiting. See how it goes. But so that's the 3 I'll probably just end up taking. Whether I take a flicking rod too, with some soft plastic, prawn or something, or a paddle tail like that, I might just take one. Come down for a sneak preview of the wall. This is where I'm going to be fishing in the morning, where I showed you on the map. This is the rock wall. It's almost, well, similar to mid-tide at the moment. So you can see, if you can see in the water down there, like I can, that we've got probably a good metre to a metre and a half with a lot of structure out there. We've got rock boulder, a little bit of oyster on the rocks, sand, rock, sand, so lots of little hidey places for fish to hang around in. Alright, here's the little tinny. You see, it's a little savage. It's only got shallow walls, side walls there. So she doesn't handle rough conditions very well. Okay, I'm in the spot. There is the rock wall. The weatherman didn't get the winds quite right prediction there. It's a southwesterly at the moment, but that's okay. It's helping stick the boat in the right direction. So the tide and the wind are with me, and we're sitting at that direction, facing out to Moreton. There are loads of bait fish swimming around me, things jumping, but nothing biting yet, except I've been attacked by squid. So I've put a squid jig out just to see if they will be friendly. We'll get some action that way, but I'm waiting for these fish. There's bait fish everywhere. Why isn't there big fish? A couple more goes. There's lots of bait fish jumping right out the back here. So I'm just seeing if there's something causing them to jump. Things hitting the line, mustn't be big stuff though. This is what we got. Yellowtail pike. So we've got a lot of pike around here, eh? There's a pull going on this one. Just wonder if it's a squid. Feels squid-like. It's a squid. Can I keep it on? This is only gang hooks. Sun's almost up. We're almost out of time here. Just wanted to show you the style that I was using. So the burley trail running out that side there, it's supposed to all be feeding down that way, and I've got 2 lines out down there, gang hooks on the list, this one with a full whiting, and 3 O hooks with it snelled up with a couple of, well, one squid head on it. It's been nibbled off slowly, so the little stuff has eaten it, and this whiting over here seems to keep getting squidded all the time, but they're not taking the squid jig, they're taking the gang hook, of course. So the idea is that as the current's taking the burley down that way, a nice big fish should swim back up the burley trail and run into these fellas. There was plenty of bait fish jumping around, so it looks like the spot, but just not the day. Obviously the first time here, so you've got to learn your conditions. I could tell from doing some lure work that there's seaweed bed over here, so some probably a good little spot for fish to hide. I know that there's a squid out there, I just can't get it, so there's must be more weed around there, so it's a good spot. I'm also anchored up as part of this. What I might do now, since nothing's really happening, is try a bit of drifting. The wind should take me out that way, and the tide, and that might just give us a bit more ground cover. See if there's something around that way. This is what we do have around here, little bream. So if there's a little bream, where are the big fellas? Come on, try and pull this out without too much damage. Nice little yellow fin bream. Go back for another day. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Things didn't go quite to plan, as in 0 fish. That's alright. It's been a sensational morning. The weatherman did get it wrong. Unless I'm protected, but I can't see any wind at all. Sensational. No clouds, it's supposed to be raining, I thought, as well. Windy, no wind. So it's good to come out, because I think the weekend's going to be, well, it's supposed to be raining. We'll see about that as well. But I thought the plan was good. Like I said, didn't produce anything, but that's what you got to do, is come out and try new spots. You never know what could be here. I was hoping that there might be a sneaky little tailor or something. Definitely thought there'd be bream here. Possible flathead. But when I pulled the anchor up, I pulled up a lot of weed as well. So it's very weedy here. So I know there's squid here, I know there's bream here, little bream. One trying to attack my line now with the worm on it. So if there's all and the bait, as I said before, there's truckloads of bait around, bait fish. So if there is all this stuff around, you would think there's should be bigger stuff. Another little bream. Little tarwine. like a tarwine. It looks tarwine-ish. That's how you can tell a squid has been chomping. That was on my gang hooks. It had come up from behind and was chomping around as it does. That's a squid attack, squid eating way. So if you see that, you know there's squid around. Well, fishers, not the outcome I was hoping for. 0 in the esky, but it was a good morning. The plan was solid. Well, the plan was to try somewhere new. I did. There's good signs around. Just come back with the donut, like again. I'll keep trying until I get one. Try and look like I know what I'm doing. So I'll keep going. For now, that's 2 hours over sunrise. So that's the time to do it. Good plan. Give it a go again another day. Come back and try it again. One day again. Started first go, that was good. See you next time, fishers.